Hey, I've thought about this video for a little while before really thinking stacks as a whole aren't really explained the best in Daybreak 2. So this video hopefully serves a better explanation of stacks and their uniqueness from character to character. So without further ado, we're gonna get to it. What is a stack? In Daybreak 2, there's a difference between a stack and stacks. A stack is a piece of a buff that can do one of two things, or both. Number one, the stack does nothing until you have met a specific requirement for threshold, to use them. For example, Possessed can't access her Norterralite ability without two stacks. Or two, a stack mathematically buffs a stat, or multiple stats, by a specific point, number, or percentage. So for example, Boss's stacks decreases detection cooldown and his 2-bunch cooldown by 1 second, or minus 1 second. Stacks are created when more than one stack has been obtained. They aren't really referred to as a set of stacks, but just stacks, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Some stacks can also cap at certain levels, like how Slasher's Bloodlust is supposed, keyword is supposed, to cap at 4 stacks, but doesn't. The ability description basically lies to you, whether accidentally or on purpose, because the code does not cap his stacks after hitting the limit. Kiara would also be a better example, as her ability caps at 2 stacks, and actually does cap, unlike Slashers, which, for better or for worse. Types of stacks. Now, can stacks, again, be generalized into groups? Groups always help. So yes, I'd say they can in my opinion. Keyword is my opinion. It could be different for some people. I'd split them into these 4 groups: speed, stealth, repair, and intel. Showstopper, Slasher, Surgeon, Becca, Kiara, Makoto, and technically you could say Yvonne all gain speed from their stacks. Slasher also gains a lunge and cooldown boost, while Becca gains a higher undetectability chance, respectively. You could add other people here if I missed any, but we'll get to it. Possessed, Becca again, and Kiara again, and Sarah all gain stealth boosts with stacks. Sarah gains extra smarts and goes completely silent plus undetectable when she is 25 studs or more away from 2 survivors, and Kiara is undetectable with 1 survivor. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it on screen if I'm correct or not. Okay. Thank you, editing me. Anyway, back to it. Kiara, Akil, Becca again, Sarah again, and Ren all gain bonus repair speed from their stacks. Akil's reset after 6 skill checks. Ren's kept at a certain point, but he has to be alone on a gen to gain more stacks. And so on. Now for kind of one-offs, Daehyung, excuse me if I butchered it or Americanized it, my bad. Don't yell at me, Day Idol fans. Don't even pull up on my block. Daehyung heals faster with every stack of charm he obtains from healing. Apostate's salvation stacks remove bleed out equal to the stacks she gives survivors. So the maximum amount of salvation stacks is 100. Your maximum amount of health is 100. So if you have 100 stacks, you're done the moment you get hit. Insta death. Emil gains an extra protection hit when he protects a survivor, but if he protects himself instead, he gets none. 2 stacks give him an extra protection hit. And Boss plus Banshee gain more intel and pressure from their stacks. I include Banshee here too because her Scream gen regression stacks up to 3 if 3 survivors are on the same generator. So if there's 2 survivors on a gen, it stacks up twice. If there's 1, it's just 1. Self-explanatory. Characters who have stacks that increase speed by percentages or decrease ability time have fixed stacks. That's what I'm calling them. Fixed stacks. Think of like fixed and variable interest. Think of it like that. For example, Boss, Surgeon, Slasher, Daehyung, and Becca all have fixed stacks that do not decrease. Stacks, I mean. I don't know why it says stats. Anyway, humor aside and scuff aside. Then we have characters who have stacks that can change in value depending on use or ability requirements. For example, Emil, Kiara, Sarah, Diego, Ted, Ren, and Akil all have variable stacks that can shift or deplete completely depending on how they're used. Individuality. Stacks also have plenty of uniqueness from person to person, so I'll put a TLDR of all the stacks I know. If I miss somebody, don't yell at me about it. I'll just clarify it in the pinned comment. I apologize for the scuff again. Scripts are not my thing. I just use these for outlines. So for killers. Normally killers get stacks through downing or killing survivors, but some are a little more specific. So for apostate gains stacks through completed gens, downs, kills, and her ability. Survivors can negate stacks by healing or getting down early, which is what they normally do as a second option, so they stay alive a little bit longer. Glowing yellow cross equals full stacks, which equals insta-down no matter what life you're on. You can have 3 lives because of an iris pot and still get insta-killed from full salvation stacks. Now with boss, he gains stacks by downs or kills. Each stack lowers his weapon switch CD and detects CD by -1 second. Surgeon gains swift stacks by manually activating and making a successful empowered hit/kill. Using empowered hit on tank survivors, aka Riley, Jun, Nathan's, Witsen, Amon, any iframes that aren't Kyle, because Kyle's iframes suck. I hope y'all know this. Does not NOT give you a stack, but triggers the attack made cooldown. So if you know that a Jun has his protection hit up already, don't use your empowered hit on him. He's just gonna try to bait you out to do that. Now, possessed. Downing 2 survivors with the cursed effect allows you to activate a temporary no terror radius ability. Excuse me. So no heartbeat. You're not gonna trigger heartbeat for a little bit. Now with slasher. Every down/kill gives you bloodlust, which makes your lunge CD shorter, aka -0.5 seconds each. To what they say, keyword is say, is a max of -1.4 seconds. But the stacks don't cap, and his move speed is raised just slightly for each stack. Also changes his CD slightly depending. I'm not a slasher main. Don't ask me slasher questions. I just know the basic stuff. Now with Showstopper. Showstopper stacks, her exuberant stacks, they're kind of funky. Only downs give you a 0.1 bonus speed point, up to 8 stacks max, which is 0.8 bonus speed. Yes. Except with those stacks, your foul play cooldown increases by 2 seconds per stack to a max of what the wiki said was an extra 2 times 8 is 16. Yep. 16 seconds max. Now for survivors. I'm not a survivor main. I have a lot of survivors bronze, some 3 arisen, some silvered or gold, but I'm not a survivor main. This is just basic knowledge. So if I miss somebody, again, don't yell at me. I've played these games before. Survivors. TLDR Central. Daehyung gains bonus heal speed for every heal he makes. Emil can tank a hit at 2 stacks. If he protects someone, he gets 1 stack back. If he protects himself, he goes back to 0. So lock in. Sarah gains bonus movement speed when 25 studs away from all survivors, and gains undetectability when 50 studs away. Doing a gen alone also makes her repair faster and makes her undetectable. So when a Sarah has the wolf on the gen that says, "Leave me alone," leave her alone. Kiara is undetectable, slightly faster repair, and faster when a survivor to 2 max or near. She can achieve 100% undetectability with 2 survivors. So when she's with 1 survivor, her undetectability chance is 49.5%. I don't know why that specifically, not just 50. But yeah. And it goes completely to 100 when she has 2 people with her. Becca gains a stack for every down or kill that makes her repair faster, more stealthy, and less likely to be detected. And that's all on my list and my script. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. For y'all Americans, daylight savings time has started probably by the time I uploaded this. I'm so happy. I need more vitamin D. I need the sun. I need the air. I need outdoor. I need oxygen. Please enjoy the sun. I love y'all. Stay creative. Stay safe. Peace.
This is a certified classic.